Hi guys, this is our September YouTube video. Well, this is part of it anyway. We're back in the National Gallery of Victoria, and today there's the Yayoi Kusama exhibit in the background that's still here. Today we're going to the Kimono Exhibit, which is way over there. You can just see a piece of it. And we're going to look at some amazing art now. There's another exhibit here today on the French Impressionist, which is way over there. But we're not going to do that because this is not an art channel. This is all about Japan. So we are really excited to bring this to you. Kimonos are a way of life in Japan. They wear them for specific occasions, whether it's a coming of age ceremony, or a wedding, a funeral, or other major celebrations, even graduations, or visiting a temple on specific days. We are so happy to show you this today. So without further ado, we're going to show you that, and we're also going to do some updates a little bit later, maybe in a separate video about State Conference. So, as we say in Japanese, ikimashou! Here we go, guys. These are examples of kimonos, and this would be a typical sort of lord's outfit. One of the things that's important to remember that most kimonos are made from one bolt of cloth, and they adjust them from child age to an adult. But of course, trends, seasons, and everything change. So let's get going. So as you can see, a lot of these designs are based on ceremonial and seasonal. So these ones, as Japan is coming into autumn, although it's still very hot, these beautiful earth tones would be it. Certain birds are considered sacred in their culture as well. And here's some books on how they would create some of the artwork. So it's almost like a selection of samples that they create to bring out the final product. The tigers, or the word for tiger in Japanese is tori, is a symbol of strength. And there we are. So according to what James has just told me, this book is actually 1704. So, of course, kimonos have been around a lot longer than that, but not only for adults, they're also for children. And children and families are an important part of culture. And the amount of work that goes into making each and every one of these kimonos is truly a sight to behold. Here's some more examples of early art. While death is considered more of a fearful thing in most cultures, it's definitely not the case here. A lot of their kimonos also embrace different elements, not just death, but also water, life-giving element. And here's just a painting of everyday Japanese life. Many of them were dressed up for just everyday life, as well as for entertainment. Geishas are often thought of as being just there as ornamental, but they were intelligent, beautiful women who had a vast appreciation for art and music, and paid good money to see one because they were entertainers of the highest calibre and knew the art of hospitality. Not all kimonos were meant for serious ceremonial occasions. A lot of these, this is an obi here, which means sash. And this shows some of the loves that Japan has, like for their dogs, their sporting. And of course, if you see in the background here, for Mount Fuji, the tallest mountain in all of Japan that we had the honour of visiting. And as you go, these kimonos, most of them are from 1901, and it encapsulates the early classical style. And some more interesting ideas for kimonos, and coming into more creative styles and moving away from the traditional era. About this time, of course, in 1901, it is now the Japan we know and is no longer called the Empire of Japan. So as you can see, the changes in the kimonos reflect a more liberated way and expression of life in Japan. And the brilliant colours here, they are definitely amazing and showing a lot of things about life in Japan that we just don't see very often. Of course, you can't go too far without the accoutrement, the shoes, hats, bags. The word for shoe is kutsu, hat is boshi, and kaban is bag. But you can also see here the evolution of society at large, where planes and cars were just starting to evolve. And now we come into the more modern era, where many Japanese designers were inspired by the kimonos of times past. And you can see a lot of this comes into the 1920s, which is the flapper culture, into the 1930s, where high style was really coming into its own. And these are the more modern styles. A lot of it influenced by Western. Some of it, as you can see down the end here, where this lady is looking, it has a slight nod to the past, and beautiful headdress, which you don't see. Here's some more modern takes of kimonos as well. Let's go into the next room. And even in today, men and women are modelling some fantastic styles. So here we go. Here's some more up-to-date modern styles of kimono and interpretations. Wow. Well, there you go, guys. We finished the Kimono Exhibit. Thoughts, huh?
Yes, I have thoughts. The sun's shining. Turn a little bit so I don't have the sun.
Yeah. So, thoughts on the exhibit?
It was a little short, but I suppose it's only meant to be a minor exhibit, so it's not like some of the bigger ones. But no, it was very interesting. Like everything, they had a book on display that was a pattern design book from 1704.
Wow.
Something like that. So yeah, it was interesting to see just like the really old stuff through to the new, more contemporary, where just some fashion that's inspired by kimonos rather than actual kimonos.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was quite interesting.
Yeah, well there you go, guys. That was the Kimono Exhibit. We'll be doing a little bit on state conference. Whether we take any, we probably won't be able to take any filming because again, it's to do with some sensitivity involved in some of the subject matter that we'll be talking about. But we'll do a recap on that. And of course, don't forget, in October we're going to be making yakisoba. So it should be fun and delicious. So from all of us here at Connecting Japan, we hope you enjoy your spring, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.